What's up, people? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. So, I was reading more into this violent terrorist thug, Nicholas Cruz, and more people are still talking about the South Florida high school shooting that took place last week. So, it just, hold on a second. It is amazing how white privilege is a motherfucker. It's fucking amazing how somebody, because of the color of their skin and have the right complexion for the protection, can go out here, commit violent acts of violence, terrorism, a massacre, just murder random people, and it was premeditated. He premeditated the act to do that. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, Caucasian American free fucking case. Don't get that shit fucked up and twisted. All of a sudden, saying or allowing this terrorist thug, racist motherfucker, bitch ass, sorry, an excuse, degenerate male, he gets sympathy. He gets sympathy. Now, if I do something like that, looking like this and not having the complexion for the protection, anybody who has melanated skin, dark brown skin, what you call black people, black men, and brown men, so-called brown men and so-called black men, were to do the same act, the same violent terrorist act, we would not, and even if we had a mental health problem, a history of mental illness, we couldn't use that as an excuse, and you shouldn't. My thing is, no matter, and to be honest, to tell you the truth, somebody who plans to harm and kill random people, and from my understanding, whether you feel it's warranted or not, but to carry out and just violently just shoot, kill innocent random people for whatever your fucked up reason is, and for Caucasian people, the majority, not all, to sit up here, especially, those who especially run the goddamn media and buy this bullshit fucking narrative. He had mental illness, but you would not give a black man that, you would not let him use that, say he had mental illness, and it might be a strong case. Mental illness is more likely to affect men of color due to the conditions of a racist, gynocentric society and misandry as a so-called black man. The hell that I experience on a daily basis, and if you look like me, you know what I'm saying. Even if you're a brown person, you know what I'm saying. We cannot go out here and we are the most, first of all, as a so-called black man, I'm not gonna say male, and I ain't no male, I'm a man. You can't, despite you being treated bad, despite being disrespected, despite women being a fucking bitch to you, people just being rude and unpleasant, especially women, the racism and the racial hostility that you experience from different types of people who are lighter than you. Basically, then you got self-hating Negro pants, all skin folk and kinfolk, black people who worship Caucasian people and worship other so-called non-blacks, but mainly Caucasian people, who got a Caucasian supremacist mindset. dealing with the system of Caucasian supremacy and misandry and gynocentrism. Then you got hatred from those who all live an alternative lifestyle, like the gay people and the feminists that got such resentment and hatred. You didn't do nothing to these people, these groups. You didn't do nothing to these groups. But because they got issues with somebody who I'll say that as it is, of the Caucasian male population, the straight male Caucasian, the heterosexual Caucasian male population, the straight Caucasian male population, those who write the laws and run this society, with the support of you bitches, all you bitches, especially that Caucasian female. You take your misdirected anger and come at me when I don't run a goddamn motherfucking thing in this motherfucker. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 1,000 on this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I watched some clips today. You know, but the NRA. I think that's what you think. I think I'm saying it right. Those who support gun rights, motherfuckers, are fucking stupid as hell. And the survivors of the Parkland high school shooting, I stand with them. They're full of shit. They're not calling it for what it is. When they say guns don't kill people, people kill people. No, people with guns kill motherfuckers. People with guns kill people. People who have a certain skin complexion, people who are Caucasian, got privilege. Caucasian privilege, white male privilege to carry a fucking gun and all of a sudden shoot up a bunch of people due to their fucking hatred for another, because their ethnicity, their race is different from theirs. Because they got this Caucasian supremacist mindset that they're going to face genetic annihilation. Did I say that right? Genetic annihilation, genetic genocide. When these are the factors for the reason why Caucasians are dying the fuck out. Y'all never call out the women who support abortion, and you're afraid to touch on that subject because you don't want to piss her off. Killing unborn children, which I don't agree with. The fact is, you allow these females of all colors and all ethnicities and cultures in this land, in this country, so-called country, which is a corporation, to have reproductive rights, but men don't have a say in nothing. You're gonna have discretion. You allow women to be in a goddamn position of power and privilege, sole control, but no responsibility. You get a disaster. You motherfuckers tell us, I don't have no children, but you have told families, parents, you took discipline out the home, and I don't agree with you hitting a child. But to say everything, you holding your child accountable, you shaming them in public. I don't believe in you humiliating your child when they do dumb shit. You just take them home and you show them where they're fucked up. You send them to the room. You send them to timeout, which I do agree with timeout. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Kids need to understand and need to learn from what the fuck they did. They need to focus on what they fucked up at. Hold them accountable. That guilt and that type of shame and that type of embarrassment and self-embarrassment will make them learn from the mistakes to not repeat it again. But parents got to lead by example. The fact that you took these fucking Caucasian liberal bitch-ass politicians, these dumbass feminists and faggots, motherfuckers who had parent issues, mommy issues, daddy issues, because they didn't like the way they were raised. And maybe they're well within the right to feel that way and have resentment for the way they were raised, how their parents disciplined them. But the problem is, you took discipline out the home completely. I don't agree with hitting and taking away shit, because sometimes parents just they get on a power trip and think they can bully a fucking child. Oh, the fall on, I'm going to take this away from you. I want to hit you and blah, blah, blah. I don't agree with that shit. That's bullying, and that's caused pain and suffering and resentment. I'm going to humiliate you online and beat your ass. That's, I don't know. That's that's a recipe for disaster. And let me tell y'all, those who support that shit, I hope when you get old and you can't wipe your ass no more and you need your children to take care of you, they're going to remember that and throw that in your face and treat you like shit. You can miss me with the honor thy mother and father. No, 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 no. Fuck that bullshit. And honor my mother, honor my mother, honor thy mother and father, whatever how the fuck you say it. And your days be longer. Fuck that shit. If you treated me like shit from day one, you didn't provide for me, you didn't teach me nothing, you were absent, you abused me physically and emotionally, mentally, you verbally abused me, you put your hands on me, you even sexually abused me, and I'm supposed to respect you. You were there, you let other people take advantage of me. When I needed your help, you wasn't there. You fucked me over. You picked someone else's child. This has happened. You picked another person's child. You favored them over me, or you played favorites. And now, since you fucked up and you are old and shit, or you got in a freak accident, or you suffer, now you need your children to take care of you. Because trust me, parents, when you get old, you're not going to be able to do the things that you did when you was younger. And you're not going to be able to wipe your own ass. You're going to be dependent on the young that you talk shit about. They're going to pay. They're the ones who are going to give you your Social Security check. Invest in your children and take care of your children, and lead by example, treating them the way they want to be treated. No, you treat your kids like shit. You dishonor them. You don't deserve no damn honor. If you are absent, you walked out on your goddamn kids, you dropped them off somewhere, you a deadbeat parent, you don't deserve no fucking honor. I don't give a fuck what the book says. The book is wrong. The book is bullshit. The book has a double standard. And the book tells you, don't abuse your children. Don't hurt your children. Don't starve your children. Always provide for your children. Provide them wealth, resources, shelter, and all that shit. Feed them, clothe them, educate them. If you didn't do that, you don't deserve no damn honor. Please. Okay? The fact of the matter is, you have broken families. And the fact is, there's a war on men, on boys. Okay? You know, the fact of the matter is, we don't want to talk about gynocentrism, feminism, and female privilege. The fact of the matter is, you got a group of males. Y'all can call them beta males. I don't believe in that beta alpha bullshit, but okay. My thing is, so you got some of these Caucasian males out here who think that since they're now they want things to go back to the good old boy days in the 40s and 50s, in the Jim Crow slavery era. Them times where Caucasian males had sole control and sole power over everybody, with the support of their women who just went along with it because they're the mothers of Caucasian supremacy. But even them, they got fed up with the bullshit too. Okay? Caucasian males at one point used to run everything and dominate everything, never question. Now the playing field has somewhat been leveled. Many Caucasian males feel that they ain't the shit no more. Ain't nobody gonna kiss their ass no more because, hey, I'm a man, you're equal to me. Don't matter what your color is, you're equal to me. You ain't no better than me. I ain't gonna worship you because you got pale skin, what y'all call white skin is pale skin. Fuck that shit. I gotta compete with girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the dominant male. I'm not worshipped. Now, mind you, these Caucasian males did not live through that time where their forefathers ran everybody. They enslaved and oppressed other people, even oppressed women at some point. And what kills me about that is that they gave their women, they supposedly oppressed their women, but a certain group of them gave these women power over the average male. But the elite males, the upper echelon Caucasian males, give these women power and put them on a high pedestal while suppressing their own men and just other men who they see as bottom feeders like black men specifically, and other ethnic men of color as bottom feeders, and we don't get no respect. Since Caucasian males ain't the shit no damn more, many of these Caucasian males are jealous. Now this dude, Nicholas Cruz, is a Caucasian supremacist. He had a hatred for people. People who are a different skin color. People who did not die in the goddamn sun when they stood outside. People who did not have a recessive gene, DNA. Brown people, black people, specifically. Nicholas Cruz, they talk about he had it rough. His parents was never around and didn't do anything for him. I can tell you there's a lot of kids, who came up with fucked up parents, but they didn't do what he did. And we didn't use that. And, I can say that for me personally, firsthand, I didn't have a perfect family. My parents were fucked up. Money or not, they were fucked up. They didn't know how to be parents. Okay? Like I said, I didn't ask to be here. You didn't ask to be here. But like I said, you parents, man, when you have children, think about what the fuck you're doing. Have a goddamn plan and know how to execute that goddamn plan. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is he had a resentment. He lost his mother, that I'm reading. And then I'm saying he killed his parents because he was a spoiled child who had a false sense of entitlement and felt entitled to the world. Like most Caucasian people, I would say mostly Caucasian females, but still to this day it's mainly Caucasian males in different aspects who feel entitled to think the world owes them something because of who they are and their past fucked up, evil, wicked, demonic, fucked up history, doing dirt, robbing and stealing, raping and pillage, and all other that inhumane dirt that these non-progressive motherfuckers do. Okay? Nicholas Cruz, they're talking about, this motherfucker, bitch-ass motherfucking thug, terrorist is crying. He is crying, and these other Caucasian supremacists, males and females, having sympathy for him killing people. Killing 17 people, wounding 12, destroying other people's lives. Other children are dead. Other parents are not around. Or just other people who got shot and killed in the process are fucked up. But you motherfucker, but Caucasians, and you handkerchief head self-hating Negro peons and other self-hating Caucasian worshipping other ethnic people of color still have sympathy for this motherfucker. But if a so-called black man, a so-called Asian man, a so-called Indian man, Latino man, and Arab man, Pacific especially, went out there and shot up his goddamn school, went out there and shot up a church, went out there and shot up a mall, bombed the mall, bombed buildings, bombed cars. You know what I'm saying? Bombed hospitals, abortion clinics. If we do that, we are roasted. You and I do that, you know who the fuck you are. We're gonna get life in prison. Unlikely get the death penalty. Or we get shot down by the goddamn cops looking for fucking vengeance. Because they're mad as hell. But, and that's real. Y'all know that's true. I mean, people who do something like that need to be punished. But it's not, but the so-called judicial system is not justice. Justice means just us Caucasian folks are exempt from accountability and motherfucking responsibility. We're exempt from accountability and responsibility. We can do whatever the hell we want to do and just blame everybody else. We just blame life. He was a failure in life. Okay? Nicholas Cruz was a failure in life. Yeah, I've looked into this person. And he was a loner, but I don't have no sympathy for him because he was not like me. You know, he might have been, most of these dudes, who are violent like that and snap, they're outcasts, they're undesirables. at the same, and they don't get women, they don't get pussy, so they're like, fuck it. I mean, when you are sexually frustrated and you're frustrated, you have no, as a man, you know, you don't have nobody to talk to, turn to. You feel about killing yourself. You're being picked on. You got girls disrespecting you. People not taking you seriously, and you snap. I understand why this would happen, but I don't see that with Nicholas Cruz. They are saying in the media he couldn't get over the breakup of his girlfriend, and that shit was 2 fucking years ago. Okay? He had it rough. Motherfucker was privileged and spoiled. He grew up in one of the most wealthiest areas in South Florida. Tell me where the fuck he's suffering at. He had a support system. He had resources to get help, to get to counseling. No, this motherfucking degenerate thug is a Caucasian supremacist brat. And you Caucasian folks, shame on you for protecting your own when they do fucked up shit. And you want to call him, well, he looks Hispanic. No. Don't even try that. Oh, he looks like a different ethnicity. He don't look traditional, pure white. When ain't no such thing as a pure anything. Especially if you live in America. Your ethnicity, the so-called human race, the white race, black race, Asian race, Latino race, which really ain't a race, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it depends what type of, you know, Latino you are, you know. But Hispanic is not a race, really. Latino, it depends, but with the brown folks who speak Spanish and had Native American descent, really, you know, indigenous people, you know what I'm saying? And got to make sure everything else. They're their own group, you know what I'm saying? And actually, a lot of people are their own group and their own individual. And because if you look at your family tree, you're not just one ethnicity. You got many different people and nationalities in the DNA. But you are identified because the way you look and the way what your majority is of your DNA and of your lineage. But okay, what the fuck was I saying? I lost my train of thought, y'all. But I'm going to say it like this, y'all. The fact of the matter is that Caucasians, when somebody do dirt in their group, they want to say, oh, he's Hispanic. Oh, he's half Asian. Oh, he has some black blood. So he's a Negro. One drop rule. Y'all need to stop pulling that bullshit. Caucasian people, when your own people within your group do dirt, call them out on it and hold them accountable. Okay? When your own people and even you do dirt, take responsibility. Take personal responsibility. Like, practice what you tell us. Practice what you preach and teach. Okay? Fuck out of here with your selective outrage. Now, let me tell you something. If that was some other person who was a non-Caucasian male who did this shit, y'all would be asking, you would be demanding that this motherfucker be underneath the jail and more so get the death penalty. Oh, because he looks like you. He looks like your brother. He looks like your son. He looks like your male relatives. He looks like he looks like your father. That's somebody else's son in the Caucasian community. Oh, we gotta feel sorry for him. He had it rough. He broke up his girlfriend. He had a rough life. He went through some hard times. Y'all want to cry white tears for him, and that's what pisses me off. He's crying white tears. And he's using his white privilege, white male privilege at that, to get out of responsibility. Y'all can say, well, he's being locked up. No, the motherfucker needs to be he needs the death penalty. He needs to be underneath the jail. And the fact that he's crying sympathy, and it don't matter if he got a good lawyer or not. It don't matter, because my thing from my experience of going to court, seeing other people go to court, see people having legal issues. As a person of color, it don't matter how good your lawyer is or how bad and shitty your lawyer is. You are judged on this skin color. That would determine if you are going to get in jail or get the death penalty, or get in or get out of jail. Most of the time, you're going to get punished for having this skin color. But somebody who don't have no melanin in their skin, don't have no color in their skin, who's pale skin, and they call themselves a white person, got blue eyes, green eyes, most of the time, sometimes brown eyes, and got blonde hair. Oh, you got some redhead, brunettes, but they got blonde hair and they got pale skin and got blue eyes and green eyes sometimes. Oh, they're gonna walk, and you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get away with this shit. You're gonna get a slap on the wrist and shit. And it's fucking bullshit that we got a racial double standard out here. You notice I didn't say gender. No, we got a racial double standard. It is so fucking disheartening that these motherfuckers and these other Caucasian folks are crying white tears. He's crying his white tears, and these other Caucasian folks, Caucasian supremacists, whether they be rich or poor or wealthy, middle class, working class, are crying white tears and allowing this thug, this terrorist, degenerate loser, to use his white privilege to get out of responsibility, to get out of jail free. It's a get out of jail free card. And nobody sees this shit but me. Maybe y'all do too. And the fact of the matter is that we got all this that the NRA and these people who are for gun control, people who are for people carrying guns. No, they're okay with Caucasian people carrying guns. People are covering, hell no, especially so-called black people. You cannot carry a gun. And the fact of the matter is, they're treating Nicholas Cruz as a fucking baby, as a fucking child. He's 19 years old. He's old enough to know fucking better. Y'all treated Trayvon Martin as an adult. Y'all treated Tamir Rice as a fucking adult. Y'all treated Mike Brown was a year younger while he was alive. He was 18. Y'all made sure he was an adult. Y'all treated him like he was a 40-something-year-old man. And he didn't do nothing. Y'all destroyed that brother's reputation. Y'all demonized Mike Brown, John Crawford or Joe Crawford, John Crawford, Freddie Gray. But what hits me hard is Tamir Rice. Y'all demonized that baby. Y'all demonized Trayvon Martin. And they didn't do anything. They didn't break no laws. We are treated, black boys, black children, sometimes black boys mainly, and sometimes black girls, they're getting their nigger moment too. Like your Sandra Bland and your Curran Gaines. Shout out to the family who won that lawsuit, I think. Got that $37 million for Curran Gaines being unjustly murdered. Shout out to the family for getting some type of compensation. And will never, no amount of money will ever bring her back. But it's a start somewhere. But let me continue to what I'm saying as the main topic. Those brothers, I mean, Sean Bell and many brothers, Muhammad Diallo in New York, who got shot down like over 20 times, I believe. I'm not sure, but it was a lot. Many brothers who've been shot down, gunned down by cops. And most of the time we are innocent of any wrongdoing. Nobody cares. That's why we got Black Lives Matter. Okay? Even though that's being compromised with the gay and transgender, bisexual community, sick motherfuckers and feminists. But that's why we say Black Lives Matter. You have countless brothers. And you got some sisters like Sandra Bland, Curran Gaines, Rekia Boyd, Renisha McBride being unjustly killed by cops or by crazy radical Caucasian supremacist thug terrorist. Okay? It's like, but you have Caucasian males, Caucasian people, Caucasian teens, young Caucasian teens, or young Caucasian adults, because Nicholas Cruz is an adult. He's 19 years old, going to be 20. He's old enough to know better. Dylan Roof was out around the same age. I think it was 21. He was definitely damn sure old enough to know better. And the fact that Dylan Roof laughed at killing innocent people of color, at a church who done nothing to him because he just hated black people for no fucking reason. Nicholas Cruz, same difference. He was racist. He has a racist past. And the fact is, he would beat up on black men who were with Caucasian females. But the thing is, and he got upset that his ex-girlfriend for dating a brother, and he's mad, he all territorial and shit. First of all, when you are broke, when you have an ex, to you men and women out here, young and old, straight and gay, when you have an ex-person, an ex-partner, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, you don't control them. And even if you had them, even if you had a relationship with them, they're not your damn property. They ain't your damn slave. And when you're in high school, it's all puppy love, baby. It's all puppy love. That person, that girl and that boy ain't your damn property. You don't own them. They ain't your goddamn slave, okay? They ain't your slave. They ain't your husband. They ain't your fucking wife. So in high school, when there's dating and relationships that are taking place, when dating and relationships in high school is taking place, ain't nobody taken. Everybody's fucking each other, sucking each other, eating pussy, sucking dick, fucking, sucking toes and licking feet, sucking hands, and all that type of shit. All type of wild stuff. Sucking on earlobes, all types of stuff. When in high school, when you were dating, I would not take that shit seriously. Because until you have a ring on her finger and he has a ring on his finger, y'all cannot be boyfriend and girlfriend. And not only that, you got people who are cheating on each other. And for my thing, when it comes to teen dating, y'all shouldn't, especially you guys, fuck them bitches. Fuck them girls, man. No, focus on your life. Get your life right. Get your mind right. Find out who you are. Build who you are as a young man so you can become a mature man. Okay? Go after that money. Go after your dreams. And I say to the same to you young girls out there, don't try to get serious. Don't be trying to get a husband, all that shit. Most of you girls are hoes. In high school, in college. Okay, I know there's guys that are hoes, but the point that I'm trying to say is, girls, y'all don't give the nice guy a chance. The guys you put in the friend zone, those are the dudes that you need to hook up with and date. You should be dating for the purpose of to build a family, the purpose of seeing if that person is the one, and preparing yourself to be a better girlfriend, to be a better wife and mother. Same with you dudes who are with dating these girls, man. You should use that to find out who you are in that situation. See who you compare it to. I'm trying to say, just meet many different types of people before you get serious like that. Find out what kind of man you are. Work on becoming that man, see who she is and who you can deal with and not deal with. Same with you women too. Same with you young girls and women and men and boys. Okay, young men out there. Okay, get to know who you are and build yourself for greatness. But to young guys out there, a lot of these girls, man, don't waste your time in high school and teen dating. No, get that money, get that career, start your own business, build your life up, go after what you desire, go after what you need to do so you can do what you want to do. Go after your dreams and make your dreams become a reality. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? And back to the main subject. Nicholas Cruz had a hatred for people. He was not likable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was picked on because of his because he was a, I don't know, I mean, he's undesirable, but at the same time he was arrogant. He treated people like crap. I mean, his problems in his social life was more self-inflicted. Okay, he looked into the wrong shit. He probably his parents were likely racist and Caucasian supremacists, and that's how he became what he became. He got with the wrong people. Read a lot of too much bullshit on the internet. I mean, this dude had too much free time on his hands. He should be building his life and becoming a better man and controlling his destiny. He has it easy. He's a Caucasian male in America. Okay? He's working on how to kill people, how to build bombs and killing animals and shit, abusing people, terrorizing people. He has I mean, likely he was violent towards women. And that's why his girl dropped him like a bad habit. And the fact of the matter is he couldn't get over it and move on and grow the fuck up and meet somebody new. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Yes, a lot of fish are fucked up, but there's plenty of fish in the sea, guys. And to you girls, same thing. My issue with you girls is you need to get off your ass and introduce yourself and approach these men out here. Stop waiting for dudes to come to you. Go after them. Make yourself known, and don't dress like a fucking prostitute and a fucking hooker or slut. Okay? But bottom line is, the fact of the matter is, I'm going to say it like this. Stop crying white. Stop allowing these thugs, these Caucasian supremacists, these teenage Caucasian supremacist males, especially these young adult Caucasian males who are thugs and terrorists. Stop allowing them to cry white tears when they do dirt and do evil shit. When they harm people, rape people, and kill people. Stop giving them sympathy and empathy. Stop giving them the benefit of the doubt. Stop coddling these males. Hold their feet to the fire. When Caucasian males do dirt and Caucasian females do dirt, but specifically Caucasian males, they need to be held accountable like everybody else. Okay? You Caucasians are crying white tears for this motherfucker. Tells me what the fuck you are, who the fuck you are, and the fact that if a brown or black person, specifically a black man, would have did the same shit, y'all would have made sure his ass would have been shot and dead by the SWAT team, by the cops. He would have been in the prison, and he would have been on death row. He would have got the electric chair in less than 48 hours. Nicholas Cruz needs to be punished the same goddamn way. Stop with your fucking bias and racial double standards. Okay? And as far as the gun control, as much as I agree with gun control, but at the same time I do support gun rights. But here's the thing. It needs to be consistent. It should not be based on race, on ethnicity. You need to address the problem that these Caucasian males have way too much easy access to own guns and collect multiple weapons, and these war style, military style weapons. What the fuck do they need them for? Y'all should screen out these Caucasian males and Caucasian folks when they get weapons and guns and shit. Y'all should be on them and watch over their shoulder. Look at what the fuck they're doing. Profile them. Because they're the ones who are doing these mass shootings. Stop harassing brothers and sisters, but specifically brothers. Stop discriminating against black men and doing everything within your power to prevent a man of color from having a goddamn gun. Specifically, a black man in America, young or old, straight or gay. Stop that bias. Stop that racism. Stop that racist, gynocentric, misandric bullshit. Okay? Stop that racist misandry crap. Stop having a racial bias and a man-hating view towards black men. That's all I'm saying. Nicholas Cruz is a fucking thug. He's a fucking terrorist. And y'all need to start calling these Caucasian males who do that shit who the fuck they are. They're fucking thugs and terrorists. And stop demonizing men of color, and stop trying to portray Caucasian folks, specifically Caucasian males, as good model male citizens. They're not. Stop babying them. Stop allowing them to cry white tears when they do dirt. Hold them fucking accountable. Peace.